What's up, everybody? Jason with HOJ Forge. Another forging video today. Gotta make some tongs. After much deliberation, the tongs I used the absolute most were these V-bit tongs that originally I intended them to be like bolt tongs, like railroad spike tongs. Made them way too small, so they didn't work perfect for railroad spikes, but they worked great for small round stock. I used them for everything. I mean, the way I had the jaws weren't exactly V's, and so you could really kind of manipulate them to hold flat stock, round stock. They were great tongs. I used them a lot. They were the first pair I gave away when I was giving all my stuff away, because they asked, what tongs do you use the most? And I said, these right here, take them, they're yours. I'd love to make another pair like that, but I was hoping to find something a little more versatile, and so searching around online, Brian Brazeal, I found a video from him where he was just kind of outlining what he called the most versatile tongs, or something like that. They looked really interesting, and I found some pictures on iForge Iron, and so that's what I'm going to try and make. The only stock that I have that I can use for this is this flat stock. It's 1 inch by 3/16. And I think I've got 2 pieces of this that I brought with me, and I think I can upset the end enough to get the big V out of it. It's going to take some manipulation, but that's the cool part about being a blacksmith. You can take a piece of steel and figure out how to turn it into something else, right? So I'm going to try and make those tongs out of this steel. Let's go. So I've got this part. That was the part I was upsetting. I used the guillotine tool to make the shoulders there, and now I'm going to stretch out some of it. Oh, what? How long does that look in a picture? I don't know, probably 3 inches maybe. And then the curve, and so maybe a total of 6 inches. I don't have a swage block, so I'm going to try using the step of the anvil with this fullering tool that I still had, and see if I can't get this bend started the way I want it. is supposed to look like that bottom one there. With no power, I'm having a hard time seeing what I need to do to round that up and get all the hammer marks out. So for me, it's the end of the night. For you, it'll happen just like that. So I was trying to make this one. Haven't punched a hole yet, but there she is. Not perfect, but I think it'll do. So let's make the other one. Alright, both sides are done. Alright, fast forward again. That's why the different shirt. I had a few things I had to go take care of this morning, but all the forging on the two pieces are done. Now I just have to put them together. I found myself short on rivets. In fact, I have 0. I don't even have any round stock to make rivets from like I normally do. So I found this old bolt that I think we're going to have to do. It's probably some kind of mid-carbon steel, so I've got to be real careful with quenching it. We don't want this to get brittle, but I think it should hold up. I hope it holds up. So anyways, we'll punch a hole, cut that off, and make a rivet out of it, and we should be done. Alright, so the riveting went good, and now I've got to just adjust them a little bit. It's like a reverse arc, I guess I could call it. And then they come together, so I just got to work on adjusting them a little bit, and they should be done. Are they the most versatile tongs ever? Yeah, could be. They certainly, since I adjusted them to that size, are good for 1/4 inch round. This is a spring I made that punch from. That's probably 1/2 inch round. That's certainly works for those. Spike. Work for the spike. This is 1 inch. You know, that's from my hardy hole. Would probably need a little adjustment to really hold it strong, but if I was working on hardy tools or whatever, certainly big enough for that without much adjustment. And then this pipe, probably inch and 1/8 pipe, 1 inch pipe, I don't know. I'd need to adjust them a little bit to hold that, but I could certainly see that it would do a fine job, and it does hold it like that. So I don't know if they're the most versatile ever. I'm no expert, but That Brian Brazeal sure is a smart man. Yeah, so at least it'll get me going, and I can now forge some other stuff without having to use those damn channel locks. I will say for flat stock, you know, these don't match the picture exactly, so they're not exactly what Brian made. So maybe mine just need a little adjustment to make it work for flat stock. I couldn't get flat stock to sit in here quite right. A little more adjustment maybe, but I do like those knife tongs I've made before, so I'll make another set of those for the flat stock, because that always worked really good. But to get me going, one pair of tongs to handle all that different kind of stock. Brian Brazeal, he's a smart man. Anyways, thanks. I'll catch you on the next video.